It's Metalheads Radio. We're live here on the final day of Hard Rock Hell 12, and I'm pleased to say all the way to North Wales from Australia, from Brisbane.
Yes.
The guys from
Smoking Mother.
Introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Geordie, I play drums.
Maddie on the bass player.
I'm Tasha, I sing.
I'm Nick, I play guitar.
Are you missing somebody then? Is it normally a five-piece? No?
We were,
Used to
yeah.
be.
You are?
Yeah.
Yes, we are now a four-piece.
You've slimmed down to a four-piece.
We knew we were going to have
So
to
that
sit
we
on
could
this
fit in this
couch.
couch.
Yeah. This kind of thing was happening too many times when we weren't fitting in a couch. So,
How's it working out then?
yeah, really good.
Yeah?
Top.
Yeah?
It's been great, actually. It's obviously changed the dynamics of things around a little bit, and we had to readjust, but it's been awesome.
Yeah?
And the guitarist who bowed out, I share a house with, and the dynamics of the whole situation for everyone involved couldn't have worked out better. He's moved on to a project that he enjoys, it suits him far more, and the four-piece dynamic suits us as well, so it's been great.
Would you consider taking on another guitarist, or now you've refined the
I want
sound?
a keyboard player.
To the four? Yeah?
Guitar player.
He wants a
I want to
guitar.
add synth and pianos and all sorts, but they won't let me, so no,
Any-
four pieces of this.
Anybody over in Australia that you would like to bring on board?
There's a handful of people we'd like to work with, but I think it's more behind the scenes at the moment with
More just in the studio.
producers, engineers,
just to fill
stuff
the
like that.
sound out a little bit on
Yeah,
stage.
we work with a lot of good people, obviously behind the scenes in music and visuals too, so...
I think as far as the question of whether to add an additional guitarist or stick as a four-piece, I think that we have to give respect to the course that's playing out at the moment and the time that we've put into refining things as a four-piece. And if later on down the track we find ourselves wanting to add that ingredient, then we will. But at the moment, it seems as though this is what
working
works.
well,
It feels
yeah.
good. So
You played in Oxford
we did.
last night.
Yes.
Yeah?
Last night.
Went well?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
well. It was a
Great
fun
place.
Yeah.
Hot little room.
And then you had a mad drive up here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was an early start. This one here is actually should be in a moon boot right now.
Maddie's got a broken
Yeah, I
foot.
broke
Maddie's
my
got a
foot
broken
2 weeks ago.
and he's been driving.
Yeah.
And the most out of anyone, actually, he's only driven. Nobody else has driven.
And he's loved every minute
Oh,
of
he
it.
loves it.
Mate, the van's
Shouldn't
in my
be
name.
driving. He shouldn't be driving, but he
Nah,
is.
it's what you got to do.
And an awesome drive.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Countryside's
Yeah.
next to no one, really.
Yeah, the weather's not brilliant, as you imagine, but...
Oh, but we expected this. And you know
Yeah.
what? I'm loving it because I did expect it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, it's cold.
Yeah, like Brisbane.
And
It's
it's
coming from somebody who had a
hot in
hands
Australia,
underneath
so.
a
Oh, yeah.
hairdryer earlier.
Yeah,
She just likes it because she gets to dress up in more clothes.
Oh, yeah, I get to wear more clothes. Where we're from, it's very hot, and
Yeah.
you really can't wear a lot. It's just too hot to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Making me green, you saying that. You're on tonight,
Yes.
4:07.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything in the set that's going to be new material? Because you've released
there is.
In Deep, didn't you? So it's going to be...
There's 4 off our upcoming album
Yeah.
next year. 4 songs getting road tested anyway, really.
Yeah.
So, but and they mix well together with the original songs off in Deep. So
And as again, because we are now a four-piece, we've had to obviously change things around for the set to make them work better. And bringing in the new songs was just way more exciting for us and keeps it fresh. So
yeah, it's got a good contrast between, as George was saying before, us focusing on writing as a four-piece. I think you can probably hear it a lot better in the new songs compared to the songs that we're sort of replicating now as a four-piece.
Yeah. How close would you say you are now to getting more product out on the market?
I actually spoke to the producer a week before we came over here. He's pushing for December.
That's 2018.
Yeah. He's pushing for December. In all reality, we did a 2-day sort of pre-production a couple of months back and worked out real well. We got 5 songs to the down in the works, so once we get that at the same amount, we'll do it again. We're booking. I've actually booked a weekend in February. Last weekend in January.
Yeah.
But it's just questionable, really. We're not going to push anything.
No, and I think that's the thing too. It's sort of we're proud. We're proud of the results that we got with that first album, and it's we all think very important to not only step up to that, but to step above that. And the thing that is most important is writing quality music. So although we want to work to a timeline that can provide new material sooner rather than later, we need to respect the process of writing good songs to record, instead of saying we're going to have something by mid next year. Yeah. We're going to work with the goal of having something by a certain time. But
if it doesn't
we need to write the bloody music, so, which we are, and even amongst everything leading up to this tour, we started to get a few new ideas out in this last month or so. So hopefully there's a bit of time while we're here.
I think as soon as we come back, we'll be ready to just write. So.
Do the four of you bring ideas to the table then, or is there a main songwriter?
No, it's definitely all like everybody's.
And I think, we all have our little patches as well. Like I think when we first sort of ventured into the four-piece, Maddie brought some stuff to the table that had sort of been worked on previously, and we got a good run out of some stuff that Maddie had brought for a little while, and
now that's dried up.
And Mick's found a bit of water in the well.
It's just kind of, whoever's got them, we just put them out.
I gave Tash a good challenge of writing me something on the keyboard, and she wouldn't do it, and she finally did it, and we got a song within a week out of it. So
there we are.
That's going to happen again.
Multi-instrumentalist, I like it. Yeah. With the songs, with the new stuff that you've got ready at the moment, do you find that it's easy for the four of you to get together and sit down and write as a band, or do you do it individually and then put all the bits together when you meet up?
It is. It's definitely when literally build ourselves in a smoke and bathroom environment at my parents' house. My dad actually got a shed we converted, he already transformed into like a studio type sound room, I suppose, and we quieten down, build like little ISO cabs and a drum room so we can keep the volume down. He's a sound engineer, so he helps us with all the sound stuff, and we got really to focus in on all the little nuances you miss in like a normal rehearsal room. And just in doing that, in the first month, we've been able to use effects, reverbs, delays, and all this stuff. Basically like build a fun house. Yeah. We started doing that, and within a week we wrote a song. So really,
it's just fasten the process.
Yeah, just spread the process up.
When you can hear everything, and you're coming into a really great environment, it's so.
And it's a tailored environment too.
Yeah, it's just for us. Yeah. No one goes up there. We don't have to move. No load in, load out.
Everything stays there.
It's perfect setup. As for the writing thing, it's kind of taken a shift in the last couple of months because it's all really fresh at the moment because we built that literally 2 months ago. But hopefully, it keeps running nice and smooth.
Excellent. So putting the time in that tailored environment as well, I think maybe just shy of 3 months toward heading away, we sort of we dedicated our Sundays as well as 1 or 2 days through the week after work as well, where we were putting that time in and
practicing.
We
properly.
were
actually practicing.
And considering that before we had that tailored space, we had acquired a permanent space the months before that, which we were looking for some time. And it was so the setup and the pack down and all of this was eliminated. We had this permanent space, but we just could not swing a cat as far as writing a song in that room. And it was sort of
it just shows you how there's
environment.
It's such a huge difference. It just shows you how quick it can be to write a song compared to really taking so long in being able to get material out, all just from that, or just from your environment.
Yeah, and like you're saying, the process where you start from, it builds your own influence instead of listening to a riff like everyone does. We still write singly at home.
Yeah.
bring it to the band. But I suppose with that environment sort of set that way, you know that you can come in with a whole structure and you're not going to struggle hearing each other. We were recording ourselves, listening back. So it makes that process so much quicker, and you can. But not only like nothing, not that everything stays. You can delete stuff quickly too. You're like, oh, that doesn't work. Get rid of it straight away.
Do you get rid of it totally, or do you keep it just in case you can?
Whoever wrote it doesn't normally want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's majority. I haven't really canned too much. If anything, we've canned old songs compared to the new ones.
Yeah.
Not canned it, but just just sort of
get overplayed.
Yeah.
They're not working at the moment. Yeah.
We're pretty good like that as well. Like we're not. I think that at times, individually, you know, we might fight for a part or something like this. But at the end of the day, I think everyone sort of ends up coming to the table with what's best for the song and all of this.
We don't really write without outside of the mix. We know we know how Tash sings, how Mick plays guitar, I play, and how Julian drums. So it's not like we're coming in real left of centre. There's a few weird and wacky ideas, but everything's sort of smoke and Martin now. Yeah. So everything works.
Yeah. Where did the name come from then, the band?
So basically when I first started singing, I did some karaoke just to kind of get in front of people, and because I was nervous in front of people and hadn't really done it much, and so I started singing, and I sung Total Control by the Motels, and that's Martha Davies, and I won a karaoke comp singing that song, and we ended up calling it Smoking Martha because I was fascinated by the way she chain smoked on stage.
Right.
And before all this, I didn't actually know who the Motels were or Martha Davies, and so I kind of got a bit fascinated by it. And I was like, who is this woman? And then I kind of noticed that she was fully smoking like while she was singing on stage, and I just thought, I can't believe she's doing that. Like, what is going on? It was 80s, I guess. It was so normal. But, you know, now it's just like you can't even smoke in a club or a bar. So that's where Smoking Martha came from.
Excellent stuff. You mentioned after work earlier. Are you all in full-time employment at the moment then?
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is, I can't say this is a hobby, but
Expensive
one
hobby.
day.
Full-time work subsidises our music career, basically,
It's our
and
balance.
without. None of us have got a trust fund or a silver spoon, so we've all got to work.
Not that you've admitted to, anyway.
Well, or that I'm aware of.
Waiting on that
pissed off if it's sitting there and I
Definitely
didn't
not
I'm
anything.
working for nothing.
But yeah, we all work for a living, so.
And we all work full-time jobs. Like, we're all in very long hours.
An expensive business bringing you over from Australia, because you're doing a UK tour at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So, have you got any management behind you or anything like that, or is this all off your own backs?
Self-managed.
We self-manage. We've been doing that for many years. We have got
Power to you if you're doing it. Fair play.
Yeah, and I think honestly, power to Mick down the end on that front, because I think Mick's been playing music for a little bit longer than the rest of us, and I think
A little bit longer.
That was subtle, wasn't it?
no, it's true. You know, we're not talking decades, but I think that Mick's experience playing in those years before we did, where things were done a little bit more old school and it was a little bit more.
There's a lot of
you know,
hard
there was a
work
little
behind
black book with phone numbers in and this sort of thing. I think that has helped us at this point with everyone doing their bit as well. I can see how a lot of bands who perhaps are, you know, good at what they do and driven, and you know, perhaps even have the money to be able to do what we're doing and this sort of thing, could just fall to the wayside without that little bit of old schoolish sort of how to experience playing and running bands. You know, it's
a lot of work.
not something
It's actually a
everyone
whole
has.
business.
I should imagine.
Yeah, it's like having a whole different business on the side, and it's everything, you know, and it's
Pretty
different.
crappy business too.
Yeah. That's it.
Well,
Just
we're running
enjoying
it.
When anybody
Maybe
comes
do
to a
something
show or they come to a festival like this and they see bands on stage and they think to themselves, look at them, they've got a lifestyle, you know, it's all sex and drugs and rock and roll, etc. And far from it.
Oh my God, it's so
They don't see the hard work.
Oh, there's so much hard work, and you wouldn't do it unless you loved it.
Exactly.
It's
And
come to that.
Well, especially coming from Australia, over to this country, and vice versa for some of the bands that have gone over there as well.
And like we were talking about earlier, that's probably one of our biggest influences. Writing music is hopefully going to better our future, make it a little bit easier, because otherwise, we're just going to keep doing this for the rest of the time.
And you know, I've got an uncle who every time I see him, and has done for the last 10 years, he'll ask me, you know, you making a quid sort of thing? And I've only just sort of got it through to him that it's like, no. It costs us an absolute fortune, and it's like, you know, try and, you know, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to play in a really nice room that sounds great, hopefully in front of a couple hundred people, and that experience, you can't buy that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't put a price on that, and maybe we get to do this 1,000 more times in our life. Maybe this is the last time we play in a room like that. Who knows? So it's.
But you have to be the kind of person to be able to do it too.
Yeah.
And to be able to stick through it and to enjoy it so much.
Enjoy the highs when they happen.
The lows.
Yeah.
And we, as a 4-piece right now, are those people who are just willing to give it all we have because it's our passion.
Yeah, that's what the biggest move for the other members we spoke about. Really, it's going to be hard to find someone that not only wants to play the same style that we like, but is willing to give everything.
Have the same drive.
Like my actual recent fiance is outside at the moment. She's doing the whole trip with us. She's a supporter. She's actually paying the fifth way, so it's how you got to do it.
And pulls her way outside of things as well. She does a little quite a bit behind the scenes.
There are a lot of people around us. We've got great people around us.
We have
a lot of support.
I was going to ask you about influences, because obviously you see what the jumper that you're wearing.
Yes, sir.
Is that
Almighty.
sort of
Also,
early Van Halen? Like 70s, 80s stuff?
51, 58. That's the best album.
Yeah.
But, everything. Just good music.
Yeah.
We're all we listen to this, you should hear the songs in that band. Actually, you made a playlist, don't you?
I asked everyone to send me like 5 or 6 songs, and I create a playlist. And I'm putting this playlist
It's
together.
like an epileptic fit.
And I'm like, man, this is going to be nuts. And then Cowboys from Hell is going to come on, and then Lana Del Rey is going to come on, and it's awesome. It's awesome, and that's the thing. It's like, I think. Not only our influences, because not everything you listen to is an influence. You know, you draw personal influence to your instrument from certain musicians of that instrument, but what we all listen to is
very
different and diverse from each other, and that can only be a good thing for us. Hopefully, creating something that's just got a bit of a different flavour to it. You know what I mean?
I don't think you want to copy your main influence either, because no one wants to hear a shitty Van Halen band. No one wants to do that.
I think you're kidding yourself to try and reinvent the wheel either.
Take the sweet little hooks, the things, the effects, and then try and make it your own. And otherwise, bad cover band.
And that's what makes Smoking Martha. A little bit of everything that we have together.
Well, guys, thank you very much indeed for your time. It's been a privilege.
Thank you so much for having us.
Unfortunately, fortunately rather, we are very, very busy with interviews today, so we won't catch your set. But all the best for later on and the rest of the UK tour.
Amazing.
And well done. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
It is Metalheads Radio live at Hard Rock Hell with Smoking Martha.